Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Now, let me help you understand something. This is something that a lot of women don't understand, and this is a grown boy will try to break you. And the reason why a grown boy tries to break you is because a grown boy needs a teddy bear. So when you think about a little child have a teddy bear. And with that teddy bear, what the child does is when the child happy, they hug and kiss and cuddle with the teddy bear. When the child mad, they throw the teddy bear up against the wall. They'll pull out the eye, they'll rip the leg off, rip the arm off. And then after the child does that, the child realizes they all alone. Mama and daddy over in their room, and siblings over in their room or doing their thing if they share a room, and now the child feeling all alone. So then the child picks up the bear, stitch it back together, not literally because don't know how to stitch, but try to put it back together and hug and kiss and say, I'm sorry, I ain't mean to be mean to you. I was mad with my brother or my sister. I was mad with my mama or my daddy. My daddy said he was gonna come pick me up. He ain't pick me up. I was mad. I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. This same interaction you see children have with the teddy bear or the Barbie doll, the baby doll, is the same thing that a grown boy does to a woman. And the reason why we do that is because we are insecure. In that state of being a grown boy, and I'm teaching on this because I was a grown boy, and a grown boy is the most dangerous man on the face of this earth, because he still has words to use. He also has physicality. He also has presence, and he also has a woman's need for a man, and he knows that, so he plays on that. A lot of women have a piece of trash and don't realize they have a piece of trash. The man will make the woman feel like she is lucky to have him. And the man will make the woman feel like, the grown boy, not the real man, the grown boy will make the woman feel like he is God's gift to women. He is God's gift to her. And when she try to stand up for herself, she try to respect herself, she try to love herself, he will flip it on her and say that she's being disrespectful, she's being rude, she's being condescending, she's being standoffish, she's being different, all this stuff. He will say that because he is a grown boy. And what he wants to do is he wants her to remain stuck. He wants her to remain dependent upon him. And that's one thing that women have to understand when you're dealing with a grown boy. Uh-oh, I put this thing on 73. This doggone thing. So it's something you got to understand when you're dealing with a grown boy. He will try to break you. And the thing about it is, grown boys have a poker face. So if you know, like in poker, I don't play poker, never played poker, but I understand what they're trying to do. So like the reason why they call it a poker face is because somebody could have a bad hand and be about to lose, but if they look cool, calm, and collected, the other person may think they got a good hand, and they may make the wrong move thinking that this person got a good hand. Or the person may have a good hand, and if they make the wrong face, wrong body movement that get read into, then the other person like, oh, okay, I'm finna do this here. So the purpose of the poker face is so that the people you playing against can't read your hand. They can't tell what you got going on. And so that's how grown boys do. I'm saying we because I was a grown boy. I'm not speaking about me right now. Sometimes people just don't understand different little things, so I have to explain stuff. But no offense. So what we'll do is we'll make you think we finna leave. We'll ask for a break. We need to break up. We need to take a break. Or if you bring up an issue, we'll say, okay, well, we just should break up then. We need to break up then, since you always got an issue with something, since you're always bringing something up. What the grown boy is doing is he is training the woman. He's training her not to stand up for herself. He's training her not to express what's on her mind. He's training her not to point out his flaws, not to bring up the issues that she sees in the relationship. He's doing that by threatening to leave, because to that woman, she would rather have a man and a family than to fix the issues in the relationship, if trying to fix the issues in the relationship makes the man mad. So the woman will start to suppress her thoughts, suppress her feelings, and keep this stuff to herself. When she's dying on the inside, she's getting anxiety, stress, worry, and the man is just kicked back comfortable because now he on his bull, and his bull not being confronted, his bull not being called out. What women don't understand is that the grown boy, although the most dangerous man on the face of the earth, he is the weakest man on the face of the earth. The grown boy can be molded. The grown boy can be shaped. And if you lose a grown boy, you will gain a grown man, because the grown boy is training camp for the grown man. So if you lose a grown boy and you don't let it change you, you don't let it affect you, meaning you learn what it was you had, you label it, you put it in a box, and then you dispose of it. So when you go to a grown man, you don't treat him like a grown boy. You address him and you assess him for who he is and based on what he shows you. If he shows you grown man moves and grown man behavior, you treat him as such. If he shows you that he is a grown boy as well, you treat him as such. So what happened with the grown boy is, when you put a mirror in the face of a grown boy, and when you hold us accountable, and when you refuse to compromise your morals and your standards, that's when we change. We change when we meet a woman who will not just put up with anything we give her. We change when we meet a woman who will get us together, meaning most women, but see, this is the thing, is 99% of women fall for grown boy tactics. That's why I have to do this grown boy university. 99% of women fall for grown boy tactics. Yeah, 99%. 99%. And the sole reason is because a woman is created for a man. A woman is created for love. A woman is created to be a wife and a mother. And if she cannot bear children, she's still created to be a mother, because she can adopt children. She can have a surrogate. But a woman is created to be a wife and a mother. You got to realize that everything that a lot of women talking about, and y'all gonna get offended by this, but this lets let you know I'm not here to pander to you. I ain't here to say what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you the truth of God. God did not make a university. God did not make no job. God ain't make no corporation. Man made those things. So women talking about, oh, ladies yesterday talking about, Tony, you know, start saying stop saying that a man will let a woman stay home and not have to do anything, because women have dreams too. Yeah, you know what put a dream in you? The world put a dream in you. But the world dream is not God dream. God dream is family and unity. And the man going out and being a protector and a provider, and a woman being a nurturer and a caretaker for the children and a support system for the man. And then when them children is gone, when them children is out the way, then, or when a woman is raising children, if she has the capacity to give 100% to her husband and her children, and then on top of that, the woman can take and give to her business and to her passions and her dreams. But what do you think matters more in the sight of God? Marriage and children being raised the right way, or us making money in our passion? That's what we got to understand, the difference between man's dream and God's dream. That's what we got to understand, the difference. And I learned that through my wife, because she could start any business in the world and she has no desire. My wife has a master's degree and she has no desire to go back to school to be a doctor. And anytime the world makes her feel less than for being a dedicated wife and a dedicated mother, and she starts to get down on herself and she starts to like question herself, I say, listen, you could go take the MCAT again, study for the MCAT, take the MCAT, go to med school and be a doctor. You could go be a RN. You could go be a PA, an NP, or you could open a Pilates gym. You could open a real gym. You could open a boutique. But then when all of that is presented to her, she sit there and she think about it, and she think about the time, the effort, the dedication, the brain power, the heart power, everything that's gonna take. And then she look at the fact that she still is trying to figure it out with being a wife and a mom, like still trying to find that balance. And yes, she do everything that she need to do for herself, working out, skincare, all of that. But what I noticed as a man is that a woman who is loved properly, the way God intended a man to love a woman, that woman will not be happier doing nothing else than being a wife and a mother. Oftentimes when women are so business focused, it's because their husband is not loving them purely, or they don't have a husband, and they start to feel worthless. They start to feel less than, and business is truly what keeps them engaged, encouraged, focused, and able to keep going. And that's because most women have not experienced real and pure and true love. And that's because most men have not been taught how to be husbands and how to really, truly and purely love. So what you have to understand, a woman's innate nature to want a man, because there's women who business focused but still want a man. And you can't do both at 100%. One of them gonna have to slack. You cannot. That's why the saying says, if you chase two rabbits, you'll catch neither. So if you try to be 100 in your marriage and try to be 100 in your business, at one day you're gonna break. One day you're gonna break. Or your perception will be off, because you will think you're giving 100 in one of those areas, and the other people who got to say so in your effort, who could tell you about your effort, will tell you you're giving 70. That's what we don't understand. So a man knows, a grown boy knows that a woman wants a man. And when I say a woman, I don't mean every single woman, because some people have gone through things, they experienced things, they've seen things. So that's common sense. But speaking in general terms, a grown boy, a man and a grown boy, two different things, but both knows that a woman wants a man. A woman wants a man more than anything else in life. A woman wants a man more than she really wants that job. If a woman truly could have true love, I'm talking about true love, healthy, whole, happy, communicating, laughing, traveling, seeing the world, and a man can protect her and provide for her and create a safe and nurturing, caring, loving environment, you're gonna see that it's a very strange woman who will choose to be a CEO over having that love. because we're created for love. The first thing God gave Adam and Eve is each other. I mean, yeah, Adam already had dominion over earth and, you know, Garden Eden and all that. But he gave Adam and Eve each other. If you notice, their corporation was a garden. Like, their business was a garden. The land, nature. He make Adam a steelsmith, a welder, or carpenter right out the gate. He ain't make Adam that. We had to become that to build after we sinned, and could no longer just live off the land, could no longer walk around naked. So see, this what got to be understood. You got to understand the nature. And see, what the devil does is the devil understands our nature. Now that wasn't smart, because he come on merging and wasn't paying attention to the traffic. The devil understands our nature. So that's why a grown boy understands the nature of a woman. So a grown boy will try to break a woman. And the reason why a grown boy does this is what happens. A grown boy will exhibit a toxic behavior. The woman who has her wherewithal, all her sense, all her faculties about her, the woman will raise an issue with that toxic behavior. The grown boy will make an excuse for the toxic behavior, say that he's going to change it, but then not change it. Do the same thing again. Get a woman another excuse, and then do the same thing again. The woman is thinking she has to give time because this adult cannot learn on the first time around. The woman is thinking that this adult needs to be treated like a child, so that this adult needs several times to get this behavior right. What the woman is failing to realize is that the grown boy is deliberately choosing to be disrespectful. The grown boy is deliberately choosing to do the wrong thing because he does not want to change for her, because he feels that if he changes for her, he's putting the power in her hands, he's putting the ball in her court, and he will become her lapdog. That is the misconception he gives himself. Instead, what he wants to happen is he wants the woman to become his lapdog. He wants the woman to put up with whatever conversation, whatever actions, whatever choices, whatever ideas, whatever he comes up with. He is not looking for a woman. He's looking for a dog. He's looking for a robot. He is looking for someone that he can control, because he needs a human teddy bear. He does not want a wife. He wants a human teddy bear. See, a wife has a mind. She has a backbone. She has an opinion. She has thoughts. She knows right from wrong. She can speak up. She can voice her opinions. She can stand up for herself. A grown boy does not want that, because that brings accountability. It also brings stability. But a woman holding him up brings stability. So what he wants is, he wants a woman to hold him up, but he doesn't want to hold her up. Meaning he wants a woman to carry him, but he don't want to carry her. So this is what has to be understood. This has to be understood. You have to, as a woman, you have to stand your ground. You have to know who you are. You have to know what you want. You have to know what you deserve. And you cannot compromise that. You cannot give a man more than 2 chances in any area of life. In any area of life. You cannot give him more than 2 chances. When a man does something and you tell him that you don't appreciate that and that will not fly, if he does not apologize and say he will change it, you have to cut him off right then and move on with your life. If he apologizes and says he will change it, he only gets one more time to commit that offense. And this is just grace. This is just you being nice. This is you doing too much already. So if he does it a second time in any span of time, whether it's 4 years, 5 years, 10 years apart, if he does it a second time, you gotta leave him. You gotta leave him. And when you leave him, that's a whole nother kit and caboodle, because you may have kids, you may be married, it could be a lot going on. So that's a whole nother coaching session. That's a whole nother thing, but you have to leave. Even if you want to come back, even if you plan to come back, you have to leave. And when you leave, it has to look real and it has to feel real. And for a minimum of 14 days, it has to be no communication. No communication. Now, what you need to do at this point is, if you have not, because you've been being lazy with the YouTube videos, go get my book, Mrs. Right, and get the book, A Woman's Influence. Ironically, they're both purple and white. And then Make It Work. If you're in a healthy relationship and y'all want to keep it healthy, get Make It Work. Or you want to start a healthy relationship or go into a healthy relationship, or even trying to fix it. But for women specifically, A Woman's Influence and Mrs. Right. For couples, Make It Work. Get those books and really read it. If you've never read before, start reading it. Really read it. Really get it in your spirit. It's gonna do more for you than this video. And then you can read it over and over and over again. But hey, this Tony Gaskins coming up here to get a haircut. Y'all gotta forgive me. I got this Snell mucin on my face. You know that Snell mucin. So that sun, the way that sun hit me, it made me look real shiny. Y'all gotta forgive me. Hey, God bless you. Oh, and get ready now. Get ready. I need you on this. I need you to put your few ducats to the side. Put your few dollars to the side now. I'm getting ready to come out with a men's skincare line. This skincare line is for your sons, 13 and up, for your husband, for your brothers, for your boyfriend. This is the gift that I want you to get every man in your family for Christmas. This is the gift I want you to get. This here skincare line. Because guess what? Like they say, cleanliness is next to godliness. Men need to have a skincare routine. Because when a man start having a skincare routine, you know what's going to happen? It's going to start making him subconsciously think about the rest of his life being cleaned up. It's going to be hard for this man to keep being dirty and nasty after he got a skincare routine. So think about this here now. God bless you.